Okay, welcome everybody to GenFit.
Bodysharp.
Mind.
Body.
Connection.
All right, this is the section where you have the questions.
And we
have the answers.
Okay, so you guys ready?
Yep.
All right, let's get the question of the week. The question comes in, and it is: will body weight training tone my body? Because I think this person says they're afraid of weight training, so they want to see if they can still get toned without using weights. What's the answer that we have for this person?
Who wants to go first?
Who wants to go first?
Alright, I'll tell you.
Okay, I love that. Straight in there, Mikey.
I'm a big calisthenic fan, so I love doing bodyweight exercises. I do it all the time on holiday, and yes, it keeps me toned. Yes, weights also do the same.
Yep.
Okay, but I'm all about, I do like that endurance and that feeling of that pump, and there's loads of different ways you can work the body.
Okay, so let's say, right, so calisthenics, using these fancy words, I always love all these fitness words. Is that like press-ups and chin-ups? And
Press-ups.
Squats.
Press-ups, sit-ups, dips,
yeah.
You know, squats, anything that the body can do.
But surely, there's only so many times. Okay, I'm just throwing it out there now. I don't know, you guys are the experts. But let's say that I squat or I do press-ups every week for 6 months. Yeah. Like, surely I start growing or I start...
If you do it calisthenic wise, you don't get a ripped body. For me, you get a ripped body and you get toned.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But there's only so much you can do though. If I do
you ain't gonna turn like He-Man when you got boom, 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 boom like that.
Yeah.
Okay, you're more like Bruce Lee.
Oh, okay.
So
okay.
you define.
Interesting.
Yeah.
So what do you guys think? Do you agree?
Yeah, I agree. I think the question is, what does toning mean?
Oh, okay.
Like, what is toning? When you say I'm toned, what is that? Is that saying I've got low body fat? Is that saying I've got a lot of muscle? So you've got to clearly define that first of all.
Yeah.
So when you train, there's like a spectrum of kind of strength to growth to endurance where you're kind of losing kind of fat.
Yeah.
So what you've got to think is, okay, do I want to build or do I want to cut down, or am I in between? And if you're in between, that's great, but let's say you're doing some press-ups or you're doing some sit-ups. If you get into the point where you can just do like 20, 30, 40, 50 of them, then you're just going to be losing fat and not building muscle. So you've got to try and find a way to make them more challenging. So let's say, for example, you've got a press-up, so you raise your feet up on a box so that you've got an elevation. Or if you're doing
variation.
Yeah.
Right, okay.
So if you're doing pull-ups, maybe you've got a weight hanging down, so you've got extra resistance, so that you're still staying in that kind of like that 6 to kind of 15 rep range.
Alright. So Mikey, let me ask you a question. Did you look like that doing press-ups? That's all I want to know.
I'll be honest with you.
Because we don't want any false advertising down here.
No. Do you know what? I'll be honest with you. You know, I used to do a lot of weights.
Yeah.
And there was a point where I spent probably about 7 months.
Yeah.
Where all I did is mostly calisthenics.
Right.
And the calisthenics, what it did, like you said, it started to rip me up.
Oh, okay.
It got me ripped, and I still kept my muscular tone.
Fantastic.
So doing it, so that's
cool. So what about female? Because I can understand. It sounds like this would come from a female who's afraid of doing weights. So they're thinking, if I can just get away with maybe doing these things at home and stuff like that. What would you say to a female comes in and they're like, I don't want to do weights, I just want to do calisthenics or body weight exercise?
Okay. Body weight exercises obviously will keep you toned.
Yeah.
But if you want to see a little bit of muscular tone, you would have to use weights. And no, weights will not make you look big unless you're lifting really heavy weights.
Yeah.
But obviously body weight training needs good as well to keep yourself toned and looking tight. There's nothing wrong with it.
I'm gonna have to try out some of these calisthenics. Maybe we'll have to do some videos. Hint, guys. Okay.
I actually did a post on Insta.
Yeah.
I gave 10 different variations of doing bodyweight exercises.
Oh, we'll have to have a look at that.
Maybe you can put the link on.
Yeah, we'll put the link at the bottom so we can go and see Mikey Spice's page and have a look at that.
Yeah.
I'll have a look at that. Well, thank you. Okay, so listen, you had the questions.
We have the answers.
GenFit,
Bodysharp,
Mind,
Body Connection.
See you next week.